Have you ever wondered what truly happens? What shifts inside us as we move through our later years? Especially as we approach our mid-70s and beyond, it's a truth that many of us whisper about, perhaps think about in quiet moments, but rarely discuss openly. The fear of the unknown, of what lies beyond, can cast a long shadow, making us hesitant to fully embrace our present. We worry about how it will feel, what it will mean for our loved ones, and if we've truly lived enough. It's a deeply human concern, this universal mystery we all face. But what if I told you there are hidden truths, real insights that emerge in these later years, that can not only alleviate that fear, but actually transform your perspective, helping you live with more peace and joy right now? In this video, we're going to uncover 5 profound truths about death after 75. These aren't morbid facts, but rather empowering understandings that every senior must know. And trust me, watching to the end will reveal something truly surprising, something that will change the way you see this inevitable part of life's journey. Let's begin with the first hidden truth, one that often brings a significant sense of relief. It's often not as physically painful as we imagine. For so long, the idea of death has been linked in our minds with images of agony, struggle, and immense suffering. We've seen it depicted in movies, heard stories, and perhaps even witnessed difficult passages. And while there are certainly individual circumstances that can be challenging, the prevailing reality for many, especially those who reach their later years, is far gentler than anticipated. Our bodies, in their incredible wisdom, have natural mechanisms that often kick in during the final stages of life. As the body begins to shut down, our systems often become less responsive to pain. Think of it like a dimmer switch slowly turning down. There's a natural slowing, a quiet retreat. Modern palliative care has also made immense strides in recent decades, offering compassionate support that focuses entirely on comfort and dignity. This isn't just about medication, it's about holistic care, ensuring that a person is warm, clean, free from discomfort, and surrounded by peace. It's about managing symptoms like shortness of breath, nausea, or anxiety with the utmost care, tailoring the approach to each individual's needs. The goal is to provide a gentle, peaceful transition. Many people experience a growing sense of calm, a detachment from the physical world as they near the end. It's often described by those who have been present at a loved one's bedside as a quiet drifting, a serene departure. The body's energy naturally wanes, and with that, the capacity to perceive intense pain often diminishes. So, the picture we might have painted in our minds, filled with dread and physical anguish, frequently doesn't match the reality of a natural, peaceful passing. Understanding this truth can alleviate a tremendous amount of anxiety, not just for us, but for our loved ones who might also carry this fear. It allows us to shift our focus from fear of physical torment to embracing the possibility of a calm, dignified farewell, reminding us to seek out and advocate for compassionate care that prioritizes comfort above all else. This knowledge frees us to think less about the pain of dying and more about the peace of living until the very end, making every moment count without the cloud of unnecessary dread. Now, let's explore the second profound truth. The desire for control shifts dramatically. For much of our lives, we strive for control, don't we? We want to control our finances, our health, our schedules, and even the outcomes of our efforts. This innate human desire to feel in charge can extend to how we envision our end of life. We might imagine specific scenarios, ideal circumstances, or even the precise timing. However, as we age, especially beyond 75, many people find that this fierce grip on control begins to loosen naturally, often replaced by a different kind of agency. It's less about controlling the exact moment or method of death, and more about having agency over how one lives until then, and the environment and support surrounding the final stages. Think about it. Truly, controlling death is an illusion. We cannot dictate its arrival, its specific nature, or the precise conditions. And realizing this, for many, is incredibly liberating. The focus shifts from the uncontrollable aspects to those where we truly have influence. What can we control? We can control the quality of our relationships, the kindness we extend, the legacy of love we build. We can control our comfort, our choices regarding medical care and preferences through things like advance directives or living wills. Ensuring our wishes are known and respected. We can choose the environment we want to be in, whether that's at home surrounded by family, or in a hospice setting designed for peace. We can choose to embrace acceptance, to find peace in the present moment rather than fighting against an inevitable future. This isn't giving up. It's a profound act of wisdom. It's recognizing what is within our sphere of influence and investing our energy there. This shift often allows for a deeper surrender to life's natural rhythm, reducing the anxiety that comes from trying to manipulate something beyond our grasp. Instead of striving for a specific outcome, we begin to focus on the quality of our remaining days. We might prioritize spending time with loved ones, resolving old conflicts, finding joy in simple pleasures, or deepening our spiritual connection. It's about ensuring our values guide our final chapter, rather than a rigid timetable. This realization empowers us to live more fully in the present, secure in the knowledge that while the ultimate moment of departure remains a mystery, the journey to it can be imbued with dignity, love, and a profound sense of self-direction. It's a powerful and often surprising shift, moving from the illusion of ultimate control to the profound reality of meaningful agency. Moving forward, let's consider the third hidden truth. Our relationships become the most profound legacy. In our younger years, we often chase achievements, accumulate possessions, build careers, and perhaps focus on financial security. These pursuits are certainly important and fulfilling in their own way. However, as people move into their mid-70s and beyond, there's an almost universal shift in perspective. The material things, the accolades, the titles, while they might have provided satisfaction, often recede in importance. Replaced by an overwhelming realization, it's the love we shared, the connections we nurtured, the impact we had on the hearts of others. That truly endures. This isn't just a philosophical idea. It's a deeply felt experience. Stories emerge time and again from those in their later years, or from those who care for them, about how conversations turn from financial portfolios to family anecdotes, from professional successes to cherished memories of laughter and shared moments. The comfort found in a grandchild's hug, the warmth of a long-standing friendship, the profound bond with a spouse. These become the true treasures. The realization dawns that our most significant contribution to the world isn't what we owned or what we achieved, but the love we gave and received. It's the ripples of kindness, the lessons imparted, the support offered during difficult times, the simple act of being present for someone. This understanding isn't just for our final days. It's a powerful call to action for today. It encourages us to prioritize those relationships right now, to mend fences, to express appreciation, to spend quality time, to truly listen, and to forgive. It means consciously investing in the human connections that are, in fact, our greatest wealth. This truth highlights the profound beauty of our interconnectedness. Our legacy isn't written in stone monuments, but in the hearts and minds of those whose lives we touched. Knowing this allows us to live with fewer regrets, ensuring that our remaining time is filled with the joy and purpose that only authentic relationships can provide. It's a reminder that every phone call, every shared meal, every comforting presence builds an enduring testament to a life well lived, measured not by accumulation, but by connection. And that leads us beautifully into the fourth significant truth, one that often surprises people and counters much of what society projects about aging. The fourth profound truth is that there's a surprising peace and acceptance that often emerges. We're often fed narratives of fear, denial, or struggle when it comes to approaching the end of life. Society, especially in Western cultures, tends to shy away from discussions about mortality, often portraying old age as a period of decline and sadness. But for many individuals past 75, there's a fascinating and often unexpected emotional shift that occurs. As the realities of life's finite nature become more apparent, there's frequently a profound and gentle sense of acceptance that settles in. This isn't resignation in a negative sense. It's a calm, quiet understanding that this is the natural order of things. It's a peace that comes from a lifetime of experiences, of facing challenges, celebrating joys, and witnessing the cycles of nature. It's the culmination of wisdom. People often report a feeling of having completed their work, of having run their race. There's a contentment in having lived a full life, whatever its specific contours. This acceptance often brings with it a reduction in everyday anxieties. The small stresses that once loomed large tend to fade in significance. There's less concern about what others think, less striving for external validation. Instead, there's an inward turning, a focus on what truly matters: inner peace, gratitude, and a sense of connection, whether it be to loved ones, nature, or a spiritual belief. This newfound peace can be deeply comforting, not just for the individual but for those around them. It allows for more authentic conversations, more genuine expressions of love, and a shedding of pretenses. It's a quiet strength, a gentle knowing. This isn't to say there are no moments of sadness or reflection, but underlying it all is often a profound sense of calm that can be truly inspiring. It's a powerful antidote to the fear that often surrounds the topic of death, showing us that rather than a terrifying cliff edge, it can be a serene horizon. This peace empowers us to release anxieties, allowing us to be fully present in our remaining days, appreciating the simple beauty of existence without the constant pressure of chasing more. It's a gift that often only reveals itself as we walk further along life's path. A testament to the resilience and spiritual capacity of the human spirit. And finally, we arrive at the fifth, and perhaps most liberating, hidden truth. Preparing for it actually liberates you to live more fully. This might seem counterintuitive at first. Why would thinking about death help you live better? Many people avoid discussing or planning for the end of life because they fear it will be morbid, depressing, or somehow hasten the inevitable. However, the exact opposite is true. Facing the reality of our finite existence, talking openly about it with loved ones, and making practical plans for what we want and don't want for our final chapter is one of the most powerful acts of self-care and love we can undertake. Think of it this way: what drains our energy and creates anxiety? Often, it's the unspoken fears, the unresolved questions, the worry about burdening others, or the uncertainty of the future. When we take the time to put our affairs in order, things like a will, an advance directive for medical care, making funeral or memorial preferences known, and even just having those candid conversations with family, we lift an enormous weight off our shoulders. We gain clarity. Our loved ones gain clarity. There's no longer the constant, nagging worry in the background about what if. Instead, that mental and emotional energy is freed up. It's released to be channeled into living, truly living, in the present moment. Imagine the peace of mind knowing that your wishes are clear, that your loved ones won't be left guessing or facing difficult decisions without your guidance. This act of preparation is not about dying. It's profoundly about living without regret, with intention, and with peace. It allows you to focus on the joys of today: a beautiful sunset, a warm cup of tea, a conversation with a dear friend, without the underlying current of unaddressed worries. It empowers you to truly be present, to cherish each moment, and to pursue what brings you joy and meaning in your remaining years. It transforms the looming unknown into something that can be approached with wisdom and grace. So, don't shy away from these conversations or tasks. Embrace them. They are not about ending life, but about ensuring that every day, right up to the last one, is lived with purpose, love, and a deep sense of calm. This freedom, this lightness of being, is the ultimate surprising truth. So, we've explored 5 profound truths about death after 75: that it's often not as physically painful as we imagine, that our desire for control dramatically shifts to a more meaningful agency, that our relationships become our most profound legacy, that a surprising peace and acceptance often emerges, and that preparing for it truly liberates you to live more fully. These aren't meant to be scary revelations, but rather guiding lights, offering comfort and perspective. Remember, these insights aren't about rushing towards an end, but about deepening your appreciation for the present. Small shifts in perspective, a little proactive planning, and a renewed focus on what truly matters can make a big difference to your peace of mind and overall happiness in these precious years. You have the wisdom of decades, and by understanding these truths, you can navigate this final chapter of life with remarkable grace and courage. We are all on this journey together, and sharing our experiences can illuminate the path for others. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these truths, or perhaps other insights you've gained as you've moved through life. Please share them in the comments below. Your wisdom is invaluable. If this video resonated with you, do give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Embrace every day with an open heart, and know that you are capable of living with profound peace and joy, right up to the very end. Live your best life at every age,